Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. Warrior fan, and welcome to Hutchinson, Kansas, where tonight the Marion Warriors are on the road to face the Trinity Cardinals. I always want to call them Celtics. Casey tried to mess me up when we first got here by calling them Celtics. This is Mike Powers. I'm here with Casey Case and Darren Neufeld. And this is a retro night for us. We are anticipating, by the way, this is the Central National Bank pregame show. We're anticipating pretty heavy rain coming in. The game is starting at 6, trying to avoid that. And so we have set up in the stands with one camera, 3 microphones, handheld microphones hooked to it, no headphones, no replays. Casey, this is old school.
It's old school, and I love it. I was late for the bus because I was trying to look for my oldest WTVN clothes I could find. Mike, I want to know, so if these guys are the Cardinals, does that make Hoisington and Sedgwick the Celtics?
That could be.
All right, I just wanted to make sure of that. But right now, guys, it is just we've had the balmiest fall I can remember in years. Must have something to do with the global warming, but must be 80 degrees here at kickoff, and as Mike said, we're looking for some storms to come in. Hopefully we'll get the game in. Are we talking about game stuff right now?
Let's talk about game stuff.
All right, well, I just have a few things. The first thing I noticed when I saw the scouting report is that Trinity has a total of 1 senior starter on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. They're heavily laden with juniors, and I think they have a freshman or 2 that starts on offense and defense. If I'm Marion and I'm a senior-laden team, I'm going to be fired up just for the fact that nobody with 1 senior is going to come out here and beat me. Hopefully the Warriors are going to come out tonight fired up on all cylinders and kick some butt.
Okay, we'll take a quick break and come back with the balance of the Central National Bank pregame show. All right, we took a quick break so that we could honor America and observe the national anthem. We are back and continuing the Central National Bank pregame show. And Casey, I think I don't know if you were done or not.
I was pretty well done. The only other thing I was going to say is that Trinity looks on paper to be a lot like Sterling. They're not real big, but apparently they're very quick, and hopefully we can do a better job against them than we did against Sterling. And that's all I've got to say about that, Mike.
Okay, all right. Well, the new kid on the block is Darren Neufeld. Darren has joined the team tonight, and, well, he's been with us before. But anyway, Darren, your thoughts pregame.
Well, the one thing that we did not do last week against Sterling was we did not get the ball outside. We also, just as a team, there was no fire the whole game, both from the offensive, defensive sides of the ball. It's one thing we got to do tonight. This quarterback that Trinity has is going to be the key to their whole offense. So we just have to find a way to keep him contained and get him shut down early, get outside ourselves and run because they can't stay with our speed.
This is a matchup of 2 teams that are 4-1 on the season. The Trinity team lost to El Saline last week, 14-6. Marion lost to Sterling last week, 14-6. Sterling and El Saline are playing tonight. We need Sterling to beat El Saline. We need to beat Trinity Catholic, and we'd have a whole lot of teams setting at 5-1 at that point in time. Well, we want to thank Central National Bank for sponsoring our pregame. We'll remind you that we are literally broadcasting from the Marion side of the field in the stands. There will be no instant replays tonight. There will be no graphics. There will be no commercials showing our sponsors, except maybe before and after the game. So we will ask you to pay attention when we tell you who our sponsors are. And so once again, I'll point out this is the end of the Central National Bank pregame show, and this is we're on the Lanning Pharmacy broadcast bleachers, Lanning Pharmacy broadcast bleachers. And when we get our first quarter started, the first quarter sponsors will be Eagle Communication, Prairie Land Partners, and Marion National Bank. We'll be back with the kickoff.
We are committed to delivering the most reliable service and original, creative programming and better quality choices.
To not just meet, but exceed your expectations so you can choose your own entertainment when, where, and how you want it, anywhere and anytime.
With individual plans that allow you to pick your services and have access to customer service 7 days a week.
Because you deserve the best value in entertainment, and it's our job to deliver it. No exceptions, no excuses.
We are Eagle Communications. This broadcast is sponsored in part by Prairie Land Partners, the largest John Deere dealership in south central Kansas, specializing in large ag, turf, and integrated solutions products. Prairie Land is always close by with 9 locations and more than 250 employees. Prairie Land Partners, partnering together with you to nurture the land. Right here at home, Marion National Bank supports the Marion community and the area. Committed to serving the financial needs of our community since 1905, Marion National Bank offers full-service banking, including agricultural, commercial, consumer, real estate, and loans for any worthwhile purpose. Meeting all of your banking expectations, Marion National Bank, your neighborhood bank. Lanning Pharmacy brings something old and something new to MCTV sponsorship. Longtime sponsor Marion Health Mart is now Lanning Pharmacy, a full-line pharmacy accepting almost all major insurance plans. Newly remodeled and offering everything from flu shots to medical equipment, Hallmark cards, gifts, toys, and expert advice on all your pharmaceutical needs. Lanning Pharmacy supports the Warriors and Wildcats of USD 408. Triple R Hauling is your hauling expert, offering custom step deck hauling in more than 27 states. Triple R Hauling will handle your heavy equipment, military equipment, farm machinery, and most any item you need moved. Hauling specialty and emergency loads, ramp use, bridges, and tarps are available if needed. Call Wally or Kim at 382-7802 and get things moving. Shelter Insurance is one of the most successful and financially sound regional insurance groups in the country, providing insurance products specifically designed to best suit you, including protection for your home, life, car, farm, business, and more. Drop in and see Shelter Agent Doug Heary for great rates and professional service. Doug will help you find the right coverage at the right price. Just as the Warriors practice and play hard to achieve success, the folks at Heary Real Estate work tirelessly to meet your needs. From listing to closing, Lori Heary and her agents are there to help you. Buying or selling, they will make sure your real estate transaction is a smooth one. Heary Real Estate, serving Marion and all of Marion County.
The men and women of Marion Kiwanis Club are proud to support MCTV. Marion Kiwanis Club sponsors the annual Old Settlers Day weekend and provides financial support to Chingawassa Days and countless other organizations benefiting the area. Call 382-2115 for info on tent, chair, and table rental. Marion Kiwanis, dedicated to providing service to children and local communities.
All right, we getting ready for the opening kickoff. Austin Neufeld's getting the ball position. We'll be kicking off with the wind to his back, and it's a strong wind.
28 miles an hour, Mike.
Exactly 28?
Maybe 28.5.
So we will have some wind noise on these microphones. We apologize for that. We will, well, there's nothing we can do about it but apologize. Have a clash of two teams that have had some really good games over the past few years since they've been playing. And as Casey mentioned earlier, and I mentioned, they are the Celtics, even though they're all in red. There's Austin Neufeld's kick. Comes down at the 10. Going to bring it back this direction. Good return. And he's got some running room. Forced out of bounds as he crosses the 50. That was Riley Hake on the initial contact.
There might have been a touchdown-saving tackle by Riley right there, Mike.
And Guerrero is not supposed to be their quick back. He's supposed to be their tough guy that'll rather run over you than past you. All right, so from the Marion 45, Cardinals go to work. Handoff over the right side. Going to be a gain of about 4.
Tyler Pollack on the tackle there.
And like we said in pregame, there's number 21 showing up right away. He's going to give you the bulk of the carries tonight.
So second down, 7 yards to go. It'll be a short 7. Quarterback wants to pass, gets the ball away. Oh, in and out of the hands. Maybe could have been intercepted if we'd have seen it coming. Go ahead, guys.
As you can tell, Trinity runs a no-huddle offense, similar to what you see a lot of college teams run, and Marion's aware of this. I'm sure they prepared for it all week, but still it's going to be a quick pace to the game.
Yep. One thing you'll notice so far with the Warrior defense is the 3-4 look that we've shown for many years now is not there tonight. They're actually playing more of a 4-4 defense.
From the shotgun. Handoff straight up the middle. He's going to be brought down short. It'll bring up 4th down.
Picked up, what, about 2?
About 2, maybe 3 if you stretch it.
I'm thinking you
Four
punt
to
right
go.
here, but maybe not.
Well, Trinity does not do a traditional punt either. They do a quick kick when they do a punt setup. So if he drops back here,
right,
it could be that he's going into a quick kick mode.
Yeah, I do remember that from years past.
Although they usually don't have a back behind it, so it looks like they're going to go for it here.
Quarterback keeps. Got a little running room around that side, and he's going to have the 1st down. Amake's a quick back. He's not particularly big, only 5'11", 145 pounds.
Did a good job of reading the option there.
So now they have a 1st down on the Warrior 33.
Plays like that, our cornerback's got to come up and play some good support.
Man in motion. Hand off to the offset back. He's hit at the line of scrimmage.
There we got
Evan
Snyder, we got
and
Hoffner. Or yeah, I'm sorry, Evan and Hoffner.
So a good play there by the Warrior defense. Loss of 1, make it 2nd and 11. I don't think we've mentioned that Coach Grant Teroff is not here tonight. He had some family medical issues, and so he is not here. Very unusual situation. First time I can ever remember Grant not being at a game. Handoff again, and again, dropped at the line.
Tyler Pollock filling the gap. That's what we want to see, this new 4-4 look. I'm sure that Trinity is not prepared for this because we haven't ran it for maybe ever.
Looks like they lost Mo another half yard or so.
They may have. Yeah, it's 3rd and 12, I'd say, at this point in time.
The quarterback also is a lefty, so if he does decide to throw back out there to his right, he's got to turn his whole body around to throw it, so we should be able to get a good read if that's what he's going to do.
That's a quick pass. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. He'll be inside the 15-yard line, near the 10.
Quick hitter, a little slant, and it worked.
Pre-game, I talked to Jerry Smith. Jerry, having been a coach with Grant for like 56 years, asked him if he was the head man tonight. He said this was going to be coaching by committee tonight. But I suspect he may be the chairman of the committee. All right, 1st and 10 from the 11. Good drive here. Quarterback keeps. Nothing there.
Pollock again comes up, makes the ankle tackle.
Well, you know, when you get your opening drive inside the opponent's side of the 50, you really ought to do something with it. So far, nice job by the Cardinals. Excuse me, the Celtics. You know, Casey, they don't huddle, but they don't particularly hurry either.
And that was one thing we saw on the scouting report is they're not a hurry-up offense, but they sure do go no huddle.
Spread this time, 1 back. Handoff. Oh, quarterback keeps. He's running the option around the right side, and boy, he is met in the backfield.
Evan Heiderbrook made the initial stop, and then Tyler Pally comes in and cleans it up.
Good job by Evan to get out there.
He definitely wasn't going to let him bounce outside. He definitely, even if he couldn't make the hit on him, he was going to get him turned back in for the sport.
So on the 14-yard line now, it's 3rd and 13. We've had them in long yardage situations several times. They always seem to pick them up.
It was a 4th down and 2 long 3rd downs.
Exactly.
Now.
Again with the man in motion, this time to the left, handoff to him. Trying to get around that corner. He doesn't get much.
The Celtics have traditionally had good field goal kickers, so it'd be interesting to see if they try a field goal in the wind from here.
I think he picked up like 6 inches there. The yardage guy moved the mark about 6 inches forward.
So once again, 4th down. No reason not to go for it here. Casey, that against this wind, it'd be a heck of a kick, I'm afraid.
It would, and I don't see him over there warming up.
Actually, number 10
Wants
is
to
also their
pass.
kicker.
Oh, there's a man open. He's got it. I'm there. It is a touchdown.
Yeah, he was wide open. You could see it from up here.
Completely blown coverage there. We had nobody covering that wide out. I'm not sure which spot he came from, but when watching film and on the scouting report, number 5 traditionally lines up in the slot. So I bet he came from an inside position and just crept out there into that flat.
Our producer is saying he lined up on the right side over there, so
Clear to the outside.
that's what the producer says. Isaac Miller is number 5. Soccer style kicker. Up and can't tell. No good. So the Warriors need to come out now and match that, get a touchdown of our own.
Yeah, you're right, Mike. They need to answer right away. I have no doubt that we can do it.
You know, Casey, I know that seems silly. You say obviously you want to score because the other team did, but I think having lost for the first time this season last week, we don't want to fall behind by a couple of scores.
Yeah, and especially when you look earlier in the year, there's been 3 games where we've been down 14 points in the first half. Now, we came back on all 3 of those, but don't put yourself in that position.
Yeah, you don't want to tempt fate too often.
Now, the other thing from the scouting reporter or watching film is their kickoff team does not kick real deep anyway. So the fact that they're going to be kicking into this stiff wind, look for this ball probably not to get, if they kick it up in the air, it's not going to go much past the other 40.
Okay.
Could be something you really want to watch out for, too, because this wind could hold it up. You better have your up. There's a gap right there that I'd be worried about.
Yeah, right in front of Heidebrick.
Yeah.
In from Dalrymple.
That'll be interesting to see just how much distance he can. This might be a time just to squib the thing, really.
This is a different kicker. It's not the same kid that kicked the extra
He's out
point.
here on the end.
Yeah, they do put it up in the air. Taken by Heidebrack. He runs up right up the middle of the field, gets the ball just short of the Warrior 40.
That's about as good a job as you could do right there.
You know, a couple weeks ago, I haven't caught one of those, and he returned it about 20, 25 yards up that left sideline. So, you know, if anybody's going to get the ball out there, that's a good choice for us.
You know, guys, standing here in the stands with handheld mics makes me realize how much I enjoyed our scaffolding and our headsets. All right, Stringer under center. He keeps. It's about 3-4 yards, maybe more.
I think it's more than that.
Another difference in look that you're seeing this week with our offense is we've gone with a lot of both single and double tight end, but you'll notice tonight we've got 2 wides. A lot of the sets tonight are going to flash 2 wides.
So they do show that as 5-yard gain. Dalrymple, Stuklik on this side of the formation. Up, Stringer keeps. Oh, the ball came out.
Ball's loose. I think we got it.
And if we did, that would be Vondenkamp at the bottom of that pile. No indication, so yes, we kept position. But they're actually, I think the referees are saying he was down.
Okay.
Because if you look at the spot there,
yes,
the spot was not where the recovery was made.
Yeah,
so
if they hadn't called him down, we should have picked up a first down on that
Exactly.
fumble recovery. We'd love to see a replay, Gene, but apparently you won't let us.
Big down here, guys.
Now,
Big
3rd
down.
and 2. Oh, hand off a big run.
Corbin up the,
That's Wheeler going around the right
Get a
side.
block.
Oh, ankle tackle at the 35.
Neufeld was on his block out here. If Wheeler could have shook that, I think he'd have scored.
You know, guys, that's the thing last week we just didn't see much of is those
couldn't
flashes.
we were getting hit on that first initial response right at the middle, and we didn't get a chance to get to the second level last week. because their second level was actually almost in our backfield all week last week.
First down for the Warriors. That's a handoff to Snyder.
Up the middle.
Not much there.
That might have been one we were talking about that he should have pulled out.
Scoreboard shows us as being on their 40. I would sure tell you that's a 35.
Yeah, I will concur with that, Mr.
Thank you.
Powers.
All right. Press box announcer calls it second to short 8. I would agree. Hand off to Snyder again. This time he's going to get about 5 yards.
Bring up a short 5.
There you go. Well, I would think we're probably in 2-down territory too, don't you guys?
I think
Absolutely.
Yeah, anytime I think we get inside the 50, I think you're going to see him go for that 4th down.
Didn't you mean to say 4-down territory, Mike?
What I said.
You said 2 down.
I did?
I think that's what I heard. Maybe.
Well, there's
maybe
2 left to go. 3rd and 4th.
There you go. Definitely in 2-down territory.
Stringer keeps. Pitches to Wheeler around that left side. He's going to have the first down and a lot more. Big run.
Well executed play there by the Warrior offense.
That is something, like I said in the pregame, we need to get to the corners. They cannot stay with our speed out on the corners.
That's going to move the ball down to the Celtic 12. So the Warriors will be first down there. I love this situation because you can get a first down without getting a touchdown if you need to. Stringer keeps running the option this direction. Snyder trailing, and Stringer's going to get the ball inside the 5.
About the 4-yard line there.
Say 4.
Good to see him tuck it in there for a while there. I thought he was watching Louisville last night, and what's his name? The Heisman Trophy
Jackson.
winner? Yeah, Lamar Jackson, man, he holds that thing out there.
Yeah, but in his case, he's just daring you to try to come get it.
I think you're right.
Away from me and score.
He might be just a hair quicker than Stringer.
All right, second down, 2 to go for the first down, 4 for a touchdown. Going to run the op. Now cuts back upfield. Stringer, he's in the zone with a Case and Son touchdown.
Boy, that almost looked to me like he bobbled the ball because it was so slow to develop, but it worked out well for the Warriors. Let's see that replay, Gene.
Heidebrecht comes in. The Warriors going to, as usual, go for 2. Score tied 6-6 right now. Snyder and Wheeler behind Stringer. Pitch to Snyder. Snyder lowers ahead, dives. He's in there for the 2-point conversion.
That effort of diving over the top, really, that's what got him in the end zone. Ball came loose late, but he'd already crossed the plane.
8-6 score. Warriors lead. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter.
That's what we wanted to see right there, Mike and Darren. A good statement drive. Put some points on the board. So let's see if we can get our defense buckled up a little bit here and put the hammer down.
Warrior defense played well on that first Celtic drive. They just couldn't stop them on the long yardage situations.
Yeah, it was that quick slant pass that got them on to get that 1 third down completion, and then just the complete loss of players. They lost to their coverage for that touchdown play.
So Austin Neufeld will get probably his last chance this half to kick off with the wind at his back. I would love it if we intercepted a pass and ran it back or something and he got another one here, but with 3 minutes to go, that's not likely. Got this. We started at 6, as we I think said earlier. With that sun setting in the eyes, it's a little tough to see. Neufeld lining up. If your screen goes dark, don't panic because the camera may shut it down because of the excess sunlight in the lens, but it'll come back on. Neufeld's kick. Taking it about the 15. And boy, almost did the same thing they did last time, but the Warriors shut him down as he did not make the 30. Casey's now stepped up to the top bench with me. You can see so much better up here, Casey.
Oh, you can. 8 inches makes a huge difference. The breeze is nicer up here, too.
Well, and there's a lot of breeze. If you want breeze, you're getting it. All right. First down from their own 28. Celtics back in action. 2 receivers on each side, man in motion, 1 back in the backfield. Hand off to that back, and he's hit right at the line.
There you go.
Big Country was in on that one along with...
Hoffner, I believe.
Yeah, Hoffner, first man.
Yeah, I really hope that, this 4-4 look that they did not prepare for does allow us to get some of that penetration up the middle. Because so far, when they've done the running plays, that's where we've been able to, hold them to relatively short yardage on the runs.
No gain at all, so 2nd and 10. Low snap, quarterback handles it, quarterback keeps. Cuts it to the outside, got a little running room now. He breaks around that corner. Warriors have an angle, and I think Hake forced him out of bounds.
Nifty little move there by Hammocky, and he just cut outside and beat everybody to the corner. Got to stop that.
That was one thing on the film and in the scouting report. He's showing his shiftiness. He's got a very good change of direction without losing a lot of speed.
All right on the 50-yard line now. Hammocky again, 1 back behind him. Man in motion. Hand up ball's on the ground. I think the Warriors have that.
Who was that?
I believe that was
Country.
Colton Brewer that made the hit, I believe. I'm not exactly sure.
I think Blaine Murmas was in there somewhere too, but
Yeah.
somebody hit him hard.
Brewer was definitely in on the play somewhere.
I think so too. And then I think the recovery was actually made by one of the linebackers. I don't remember, other than maybe an interception, it's been a couple games since we've had even a turnover that we've been able to recover.
All right, from the 50 now, the Warriors with short field. First major mistake of the game. Now we got our first penalty of the game. Looks like they're going to mark it off against the Warriors.
Did you catch who that? Oh, equipment. Somebody forgot to put their mouthpiece in.
Yeah, somebody didn't have their chin strap snapped or their mouthpiece in.
I just thought I saw one of our wideouts lean a little forward, but the referees haven't caught that all year, so there's no reason for them to catch it.
Yeah, we've been complaining about that all along.
The other one that nobody has caught yet this year or even gone and talked to him is the center, Anton Van Duska, has a tendency, tonight he's playing guard, but he has a tendency to raise his head up right before the snap of the ball.
All right, 1st and 15 now for the Warriors on their own 45. Pass play, complete to Snyder. Snyder gets it in the middle of the field, breaks several tackles, takes it down to the 35 of the Celtics.
Good second effort by Jack there. Big first down. Back to that Sterling game. After watching that game, you go home, you're disappointed, but you look at the box score, and I didn't realize there were no turnovers in that game. No fumbles, no interceptions. A very clean game. We just didn't come out on the right end of it.
All right, from the 35 now, Warriors continue their drive. And there's just not a lot there. Stringer keeps. Give him a yard.
Vondenkamp's coming out from the tackle position. Brandon Wynn is going in his place.
Dalrymple brings in the play from the sideline. Two receivers on the right side of the formation. That's a handoff to Wheeler. And once again, they were ready, not much gain.
And they did not buy that at all.
I think Coach Kraft and Coach McKee will put that one back in the playbook. Either that or tell the quarterback to just use that as a fake. Because once again, if he'd have come out here to this right side with Snyder tailing, there was not a lot of support for the Celtic defense out here on the wide side.
I'd like to see us do I don't know what you call it, a quick pitch or a quick option where you fake it and then just pitch it right away. Let our speed work.
3rd down and long. Stringer keeps it and nothing there. It'll bring up 4th down. Well, guys, we said it would be a 4-down territory on this side of the 50. We'll find out for sure now.
Well, they're sending in a play, so we're going to see an offensive play called here.
I can't see us punting from here.
Yeah, the odds of a punt at this point going into the end zone are pretty high, and actually the quarter's going to run out here before we get a playoff. But even if they punt, they're only going to pick up 12 yards.
That is the end of the first quarter, and with that, we'll have the St. Luke Hospital Quarterly Report. We have a treat tonight. We have Casey Case here, along with Darren Neufeld.
We're really going to do this? I can't tell you much more than I've already said, other than I'd like to see the Warriors convert on this 4th and 8. We are going to be going into the win this quarter. I don't know if that's got to have a lot of bearing on anything. Nobody seems to be airing the ball out much, but this next play will be telling.
Our first quarter sponsors were Eagle Communications, Prairie Land Partners, and Marion National Bank, and our quarterly reports are sponsored by St. Luke Hospital. And back to Darren.
One of the things, aside from this 4th down, we need to do, like we talked about earlier, we need to get to the corners. Those last couple times Chase tried to take it up the middle, there wasn't a lot up that middle, but it looked like the outsides might have been there. So, once again, we just need to use our speed. It's our best asset.
I do have a little trivia for you guys. This is really pretty easy. You don't have to think back too far, but one year the Marion Warriors beat Trinity twice in the same season. You guys remember when that was?
You want us to tell you the year?
Yeah, the year.
I was going to say football season. All right, let's take care of this 4th down. 4th and a long 8. Stringer wants to throw. Got a little time. Now he's going to get it away. Oh.
Flag.
Yeah, looked like some contact, no flag. It was intended for Stuklik. Ball will go over to the Celtics.
Well, unfortunately, the Warriors only managed about 17 yards off that turnover. That could come back to hurt us. We get a turnover like that and get on our half the field, we've got to do something to get some points on the board.
I'm going to say 2012.
You're close. 2013.
That's what I was going to say was 13.
Well, sure, now you say that.
I forgot he asked.
1st and 10, the Celtics on their own 33. Looking to pass. Pumps, gets it away long.
Too far.
Yeah. All that wind at his back, he overthrew that by a long way.
Stuklik had some pretty good coverage on that. It would have had to be a perfectly thrown ball to drop that in behind him on that one.
2013 is an interesting year. Not only did we beat Trinity twice in the same season, we only lost to one team that year, but they beat us twice, and that was Sedgwick.
Sedgwick, yeah. That part I knew. 2nd and 10.
And they were not close games.
Still looking to stay in the air, gets the ball away. Oh, boy, that was a nice play.
I don't know if Stuklik got a hand on his arm, but it sure kind of looked like maybe he did just hit him just about the right time on an arm, just to kind of give him that where he couldn't haul the ball in.
That was a well-thrown ball. Hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. And Jack Schneider was the only guy between he and the goal line.
Now, the one thing you got in your favor there is that Snyder's about as fast as anybody out there, but nevertheless, you don't want to be in that position. All right, 3rd and 10. This has been a bad situation for the Warriors anytime we've had them 3rd and long.
Hand off the middle.
Nothing there.
Wheeler comes up to make the final stop. Looks like maybe Murmas was on the bottom.
Gets a long yard. It'll bring up 4th and long.
That's 2 good defensive stands by the Warriors.
Neufeld drops back, anticipating the punt.
He better drop back a little further than that.
I would agree.
Trinity usually punts 35, and he's dropping for the kick.
Yep, quick kick, gets it away, nicely done.
Uh-oh, gonna bounce.
Wind lifts it. It's going to go out of bounds inside the 10.
Probably about the
the
6-yard
5.
line. I think about the 6.
So very well executed by Trinity.
You know, I watched that on film, and it's an interesting question for you, Casey. That punter, before he took the snap, takes a step or two backwards.
I noticed that he is.
That motion?
Well, it is motion, but I think you can be in motion as long as there's only. I don't even know
But he
the
doesn't
rules.
come set.
Well,
I
that's
thought
true.
Once you went into motion, you had to come set.
Well, you watch some of these guys that are coming across. The ball will hike while they're still running. So I don't know.
All right, ball on the 5. Warriors 95 yards between them and Glory. Handoff. No, here's the pitch to Wheeler coming around this side. Straight arm gets him a little good cut, and Wheeler's going to get close to that first down, maybe a yard short.
I'd say about 9 yards, I think. It's a nice block out here by Stuklik on the outside to get Corbin to go ahead and get termed up.
I think we're all in agreement. We need to do more of that. I think the more we run outside, the more we're going to soften up the middle for later on in the game.
All right, 2nd and 1.
We see the storm chasers are heading out north.
I hope that's not the storm chasers. They're going with red lights and sirens. Handoff inside. No, Stringer kept. He hurdled the man. Once again, had the ball out there like a loaf of bread.
Late, I think there's a flag out there, and there's going to be holding called on Stuklik.
There is a flag. Okay, so they are saying holding against the Warriors.
I hate to say this, but I swear I saw a flash of lightning over in the west a few seconds ago.
Okay, the officials are mic'd and just announced it was holding. I don't think have they used that up to this point tonight? I haven't heard the officials use the mic.
That is the first time they've used their mic system.
So that pushes the Warriors back. It'll be 2nd and 7 now. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the infraction. 8-6 score. Warriors lead 10 minutes to go, second quarter. Handoff inside to Snyder. Snyder runs hard. We'll have to wait for the spot.
He doesn't get much. He might get a couple. Up the middle, it's going to be 3rd and 5.
And Casey, I think I saw the same thing you saw off that direction.
Is it lightning or is it a tower? We're not seeing.
Could be a tower.
It might be. I hope it's a tower.
Yeah.
Jared Ray comes off with a helmet issue, and Brandon Winden goes in for a play for him.
3rd and 4 for the Warriors. Stringer dives forward. It'll be 4th down.
Boy, he's just taking way too long to pull that ball out. We were talking about that on the way up here today. He needs to either give the ball to the first guy through, or he needs to pull it out and get outside.
Warriors will be punting now against the wind. Hoffner's done a good job punting so far this year.
He's going to need to keep this one low.
And we're going to be lucky to get this out to the 30.
High snap, handles it well. Boy, that just dies when it hits the wind. Gets a little bit of a Marion bounce, and it'll die just short of the 35.
Then I'd say we're lucky.
Yeah, that is not a position the Warriors need to be in. You know, less than 7 offensive plays ago, we had the ball in our half of the field inside the 30.
So, Sedgwick, Trinity with an opportunity now to take advantage of the fact that they just can't punt into that strong wind. Great field position to start their drive. One offset back in the backfield. Quarterback keeps. He's going to get maybe a yard.
Brewer, I think, first guy on there, number 33. Nice job by the Warrior defense.
And Hoffner was there to help him finish it up.
And then helped him get off the ground afterwards.
I think that was the blocker that he ran over.
Okay.
The ball carrier was on up the field there a little bit.
And actually no gain on that play, so 2nd and 10. 3 receivers on this side of the field. Lone man on the far side. Wants to throw out this direction. Got a blocker, got a couple. And there's a flag.
Yep.
It's going to be
That's
holding.
gonna be holding on that whiteout against Corbin.
Yeah. Number 6 had Wheeler all wrapped up. I just saw that flash over there again, Mike.
Yeah, I did too.
Corner of my eye. Hopefully it's going to move off to the north.
So that'll be great as we.
Although I don't like, that's a spot foul, and I do not like where they threw the flag, because the hold actually occurred about 3 yards behind that. So even though it's 10 back, it'd be nicer to have them another 2 back beyond that.
Absolutely. It will put them in a 2nd and a good solid 20, maybe a little more than that.
Interesting to see what play they call here.
Watch that slant from that outside on that far side.
Going to be a handoff again as he comes across. Nice play, but he's only going to get about 7-8 yards. I say only simply because he had 20 to go.
Well, I thought the wind had died down to about 23 or 24, but I think it's
just gusting
ramped back up.
3rd down and 14 now as they look to the sidelines, study the charts that they hold up with various college and pro symbols on it. All right, again from the shotgun, looking to pass. Got a little bit of time. People back on him. All kinds of time. He may tuck that thing and run. Oh, we missed 2 tackles. Oh, nice job out there finally to bring him down. I think that was Wheeler. No, that was Snyder.
All that for a gain of about 7 yards. And they're definitely in 4-down territory here.
You know, that is exactly what he showed on film. He has a way of stopping and starting and changing direction that just leaves you grasping for air.
It will be 4th and 5, and as we've mentioned several times, they've had great success on 4th down so far tonight. They've gone for it several times. Gets the ball away. Complete. It'll be a 1st down. Oh!
That is a bogus call right there. The whistle had not blown, guys. He was down, and then the whistle blew.
Heidebrecht threw him back, but the whistle had not blown. That's absolutely right.
Boy, if Grant Tieroff were here, he would be going nuts.
Yeah, that.
The whistle had not blown!
Somebody did not tell Casey that as a professional broadcaster, he has to be neutral.
I put my mic down.
It cannot
That was
be.
a fan right there.
You know, that ref called a dead ball. It was not dead ball.
So that'll put the Celtics in great field position. They're just now moving the chains. They haven't got the chains set yet. All right. It is 1st and goal just inside the 10. Handoff around that left side. Warriors stop him short.
Andrew Bergmeyer, the ball carrier.
We mentioned that Bergmeyer was the speed back. That's who had the carry that time.
Jack Snyder, along with Jacob Vondenkamp.
Snyder and Vondenkamp in on the tackle. It'll bring up 2nd and goal now from the 8-yard line. They split out 2 on this side.
Actually, three wide to the right and 1 to the left.
Oh, yeah, missed number 5 there. Handoff right up the middle of the formation. He gets a couple.
Brought down by Hoffner.
Andrew Bergmeyer,
Yeah, good stop there by Hoffner.
Palak was underneath there, I think, to kind of take his legs out.
Warriors still leading 8-6. 5-minute mark, 2nd quarter.
3rd and goal for the Celtics from the 5-yard line.
It's a good stop here if we can stop them for 2 plays.
It'd be interesting then, Casey, to see if they would try that field goal you mentioned.
Yeah, I'm not sure because last week, in watching last week's film for them against El Saline, they got shut out of the end zone twice inside the 5.
Okay.
El Saline kept them out twice.
And off again as he cuts back.
Halleck again.
Yeah,
That's
Halleck.
a little to no gain, I believe.
Bergmeyer, the ball carrier.
You know, actually, what we've seen so far, our best defense is when 10 gets rid of the ball. If he keeps it, we're in trouble. I mean,
Very
that's
good
the way we've
point.
shown so far.
All right, 4th and goal from the 5. Big play here in the first half of this ball game. Looking back now to the sideline for the signals.
It's Texas Tech.
Yeah, we can. It's Texas Tech. Remember that, so we'll know what they do next time if we see Texas Tech.
You gonna take a delay game? No, timeout. I'm gonna take a timeout.
Okay, that will be a Tampa State Bank timeout. First timeout of the half for Trinity. So the Warriors come to the sideline. We'll go down to that sideline for Casey Case.
Well, here I am down on the sideline. You can't see me, but Warriors playing good defense. Other than that first possession, they've bent, but they have not broke. And we just need to, when we get the ball back, I think we've got to find a way to get the ball outside and get it out there fast. We can't be reading the first guy through for 5 seconds and then trying to get it outside. We need to develop some sort of quick pitch or a quick option and get the thing outside, let our speed guys work.
Well, that was Casey Case from the sideline. Nicely done, Casey. Let's now go to Darren from the press box.
It's a little windy up here. You know, I agree with what Casey said. That we've got to find. Well, number one, this 4th down here, we got to find a way to keep him out of the end zone. Get the ball back, and then just go on a long drive here. Try to chew up the last 4 minutes of this half. And go down and get a score. But it's going to take getting the ball outside to do that.
You know what I'd like to see on offense? I'd like to see a little wildcat with Schneider back there or Wheeler back there. Surely we've got that in our playbook.
All right.
With that word, no way in Coach Giro's playbook.
Here's the big 4th down play. Quarterback keeps just exactly what we didn't want to see. Gets the pass away. Oh, did he make a diving catch? No.
It's dropped.
So the Warriors hold.
Good pursuit by Brewer.
I thought he was going to tuck that and run it because there was nobody out there covering that corner. And I don't know if Brewer, I think he was already past where Brewer had an angle to push him out.
So that was a good defensive stand by the Warriors.
That was a great defensive stand to stay ahead in this game.
Now, guys, we got to work out of this hole, flip the field here.
That could come back to end up being the defensive series of the game. We'll find out.
Stringer keeps, gets around the right side, gets a nice gain.
Yeah, nice job by Stringer.
Yeah, I think I said it in a couple games ago that I haven't quite figured out why sometimes we run that strung out play to the short side of the field. But there you saw another example of it. We were on the short side of the field, and had Stringer had that extra 5-10 yards, Snyder was tailing and could have picked up a lot more.
I think a lot of times it depends on what defensive personnel is out there.
2nd and 1 now. Snyder keeps and goes this direction. I mean, Stringer does. Pitches to Wheeler. Wheeler gets a little running room. He's out across the 30.
Nice block again by Stuklik to get a couple extra yards on that.
That's what we're talking about right there. That play developed a lot quicker than some earlier in the game have.
You know, I hate to sound like a broken record, but we almost need to call that play from the get-go and not even worry about a hard fake up to the running back up the middle. We do that 4 or 5 straight times, and all of a sudden the middle guy's going to be wide open because those middle linebackers are going to really start cheating out.
1st and 10 for the Warriors from their own 32. They've gotten out of the shadow of the goalpost down there. Stringer's going to go to the right this time. Pitches it to Snyder around the right side. Snyder's going to get very close to another 1st down.
Probably picks up 9.
I'd run that thing. I'd just beat it to death.
I was going to say, you think we're going to run it left now? I hope we now run it left.
Okay, we're going to give him a short 9 on that carry, so it'll be 2nd and a long one. Dalrymple comes in from the sideline. Ball spotted on the 41, Warriors 41. Dalrymple on the far side, Stuklik on this side, your wideouts. Going to pass right over the middle, complete to Hoffner.
That's good for a first down.
Be a gain of about 6, Casey.
You know, something we talked about on the way down here today, too, was, and I hadn't noticed it, so just that last play I kind of looked, but we talked about the backs. So we had heard that they might be lining up another yard deep in the backfield, but they're really not. We're seeing them about that same 4 yards off the ball that we've seen them all year.
First down Warriors from their own 46. Methodically working this drive. Stringer keeps, and he's going to get 3 yards.
Chase Stringer, the ball carrier, tackled by number 43, Joel Handy.
Bring up second and long 6 or a short 7.
Yeah, exactly right. Minute 56 seconds to go in the first half. And no, Gene, there is no 2-minute warning in high school ball. Stinger keeps it, he goes to the right. No, he cuts back, and he's going to pick up a couple. Snyder was trailing.
Might be a spot. Well, Coach Kraft's not going to call a timeout at this point. He's going to go ahead and send in the next play. Warriors still have 3 timeouts in the half.
We got 3 timeouts, but only a minute and a half left. We need to hurry things up if we're going to score.
Brings up 3rd and 4 for Marion, just across midfield.
Stuklik will be your wideout on this side. I think I see Neufeld on the far side.
Yeah, Neufeld's on the far side.
Stringer keeps again, pitches over to Wheeler. Wheeler gets around the corner. Wheeler's down the sideline. Oh! Shoestring tackle
But he
brings
is
him
out of
down.
bounds. He is out of bounds.
Boy, I thought he was gone, guys. Okay, let's see if the Marion Warriors, hopefully they have a hurry-up 2-minute offense, because they're going to need it right here. They do have 3 timeouts, but they need to be ready to.
Looks like Celtics are going to call a timeout.
Well, thank you very much. That's helpful.
That is nice helpful.
So we got a minute 4 to go in the half. The Warriors will have the ball on the Celtic 21-yard line. Tell you guys,
again, we need to go outside. Keep going outside.
if we can score at the end of this half going against the wind, I'm not saying the game's over, but that would be a huge advantage.
Big momentum shift right there, and I echo what Darren says. There's several reasons to go outside. Number one is that seems to be what's working. That's the most obvious reason. But number 2 is you're going to be on the sidelines when you go outside, so you're going to be able to get out of bounds.
Hey guys, our second quarter sponsors are Triple R Hauling, Shelter Insurance, Erie Real Estate, and the Marion Kiwanis Club.
And if we can score here right before halftime, we're going to get the kickoff in the second half.
Right.
So we'll have the ball to start the second half. Now, they will probably obviously kick, and we'll have this same direction in the third quarter. So we'll be going into the win for the third quarter.
That means we'll have the win for the fourth quarter.
Exactly.
Yeah, I could set up if we can score right here. I'm with Mike. The game's not over, but I sure like our chances if we score here.
They have changed it on the scoreboard. They're now saying that's the 22-yard line. Earlier it had said 21. Either way, great field position for the Warriors. They got a minute to work with, 3 timeouts in their pockets. Stringer wants to pass. He puts it down that right side, tried to run underneath it was Hoffner.
Hoffner just couldn't quite get out there in front of the ball to haul it in.
Well, good news is that stops the clock. Bad news is we don't gain any yards.
But, if you're going to take a shot like that, you might as well take it on the first down when you still have plenty of time or plenty of downs. The clock didn't run hardly off any.
All right, Neufeld's splitting out wide on the right. You got Hoffner, Stuklik on the left side. Hoffner's in the slot. Stringer keeps, gets back inside. Not much there. Better call a timeout, and we do.
And here again, Darren, we run to the short side of the field. I mean, we're on the clear over here on this hash. We hardly had any room over there.
And I love our coaches to death. Don't get me wrong, but the 2 guys calling the plays are college quarterbacks. They played college football at quarterback position. You'd think, and I understand what you're saying about the fact that when you look at a lot of defenses, you kind of go to the short side because usually that's where there's less defense. But if you look at Trinity's and a lot of the high school defensive setup, it's almost a straddle. It's almost the same. It's a balanced defense. So
and I'm not sure if they're shifting the balance over to the wide side of the field, and that makes that weak
with 2
side.
wideouts. I don't think they're really not shifting the whole defense. their linebackers lining up splitting the center. So why not take advantage of the wide side of the field with our speed?
Let's see if we do it here.
All right, 3rd and 6 for the Warriors from the 18-yard line.
Extra tight end now in the game.
Stringer calling out the signals. He wants to pass. Headed for the corner. Oh, that was intended for Stuklik.
You notice the last 2 passes, he doesn't set his feet at all. He's just throwing while he's running backwards. Boy, those 2 balls I saw him throw at Heston last year in the last game of the districts were just, it looked like a college quarterback out there throwing. And the last 2 he's thrown, he's not setting, he's throwing while he's on the run, and you can't be very accurate when you're doing that.
Heidebrecht comes out.
You know, I think what they were shooting for on that play is to try to draw the defense in with so many tight wideouts and backs.
All right, 4th down. 49 seconds to go. 4th and 6. Stinger's got some time. Now he loses it, and he's sacked. Boy, those guys came in quickly.
All right, easy to second guess from up here, but we moved 60, 70 yards by running the ball outside, and then we get to the 20-yard line, and we don't go outside one time.
So after the sack, pushes the ball out to the 25-yard line, and Cardinals will take over there. See if they decide to air it out for a couple of plays.
I guarantee you they're going to. I would.
Now, the one thing I will give the Warriors on that, or quarterback Stringer, is he did not make a bad decision and throw into double or triple coverage. So it wasn't a turnover. Yeah, we lost some yardage on the sack, but at least we didn't turn it over and get a big return.
Yeah, didn't panic and throw it up in the air for grabs. All right, from the shotgun, looking this direction, gets the ball away, man catches, oh, he does not catch it.
Drops the ball.
He was sharply trying to get out of bounds, but you got to catch it first.
That'll bring up 2nd and 10 with 39.6 seconds left in the first half.
So far, not a drop of moisture. This whole setup is because we anticipated there'd be a deluge, but moving this game time up an hour may have really paid off.
Well, when it comes, it's going to come fast.
Gene tried to talk him into not having a halftime. 2nd and 10. Handoff. He's got some running room. Warriors better tackle him there. Snyder gets him by the shoelaces.
It's going to be a temporary clock stoppage because it was a first down on the play.
Celtics still have 1 timeout. Let's see if they use it.
33 seconds to go.
Clock will start as soon as the ball's set. Actually, they still haven't set started the clock. That was kind of a hometown assist.
What happens when you play the Cardinals?
Quarterback
keeps.
Hammocky, he's a good runner, but the Warriors wrap him up. He'll get a first down, but 14.5 to go.
14.5 seconds to go.
And they spike it to stop the clock. So 13 seconds to go. They've got a first down. The ball is on their own 46. I'm surprised they haven't just really put one up in the air.
Be careful what you wish for. We may see it right here.
Of course, they may feel like Hammocky may be the guy they want to get in space. And 2 receivers on each side of the formation. Hammocky flips it out on the far side. It's a completed pass. Going to get close to another first down.
Just under 8 seconds left in the first half. They got time for at least one more play.
They're going to spike it again. Well, this is probably your last play, Casey.
I think now is when you're going to see the go up in the air. Another lightning strike off there to the northwest.
At least it's getting farther north. The first one I saw was just straight behind this last light over here.
But when we got here, Darren's engineer, he said, stand on the metal, that way you'll be safe.
Exactly.
And hold on to the metal.
I said, let's stand as high as we can on the bleachers.
Here's a straight drop, looking, getting it away. Warriors just need to knock it down, and
there
they
you
do.
go. Great play out there by Jack Snyder to just knock it away from everyone. Don't try to come down with it, just knock it away.
So that'll be the end of the second quarter, the end of the first half. Once again, let me mention our second quarter sponsors: Triple R Hauling, Shelter Insurance, Harry Real Estate, Marion Kiwanis Club. Let's have our St. Luke Hospital quarterly report. Sum it up, Casey.
Hey guys, Warrior defense has just been outstanding tonight. Other than the first series when we were trying to figure things out, just outstanding. I said it at the time, and it may come back to be true. That goal line stand down there where we held them 4 downs inside the 10-yard line may come back to be the defensive series of the game. Offensively, we're looking great at times. A little frustrated. We're not trying to be negative up here. We're just a little frustrated when we see something that's working and then we go away from it. We'd like to see them get the ball outside more often, get the ball outside quicker. I think we'll regroup at halftime. I think we're going to see a big second half from the Warriors.
Darren?
You know, while Casey was talking there, I was kind of watching Coach Kraft, Coach Kraft and Coach Smith, kind of acting as the joint head coach, it looks like, with Coach Cheroff out tonight. And it appeared right there like Coach Smith had to go rescue Coach Kraft because Coach Kraft was giving that umpire an earful. So I'm not sure what it was all about, but obviously something in that last series that they did not agree with.
Well, with a score of 8-6, we will shut her down from the Lanning Pharmacy broadcast area, and it'll take about a half hour to make our way down. We'll be back for the second half.
The Marion High School Boosters are always there to support the students of Marion High in all their activities. Parents, grandparents, patrons of the district, and anyone wishing to support young people striving to excel are welcome to join the Warrior Nation. Buy some Warrior gear and show your colors. Come to a play, a game, a concert, or any other activity. Help boost the Warriors.
Check out Marion County Ace Hardware on Highway 56 north of town for all your home improvement, camping, lawn care, and other hardware needs. Marion Ace Hardware is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. They are committed to being the helpful place by offering knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. Helping you is the most important thing they do every day at Marion County Ace Hardware. Carlson's Grocery supports the Marion Warriors, the Center Cougars, and all the people and organizations of the area. Carlson's offers a full-service grocery store with small-town friendliness and big city selection. Newly remodeled, Carlson's Grocery has a great variety of all your favorites. Fresh produce, an outstanding deli, and mouth-watering catering are also available at Carlson's. Carlson's Grocery, everything you need right here at home. Hannah Ford Abstract and Title is a trusted name serving people in the region since 1871. They provide abstracts of title and title insurance, along with real estate closings for your transactions. With the latest in leading-edge computer technology, Hannah Ford Abstract will continue to be dedicated to providing the very best of service for years to come and to supporting students of MHS. Marion Die & Fixture is a Bradbury Group company that manufactures a wide range of custom dies and fixtures for metal forming applications. The dedicated employees and management place an emphasis on quality. Marion Die & Fixture is a proud supporter of the Marion community.
Donahue Manufacturing continues the tradition of quality trailer manufacturing which began over 50 years ago. Located just outside of Durham, Kansas, Donahue builds a full line of agricultural, industrial, and utility trailers. Continuous product evaluation and quality improvements ensure that you get maximum value for your trailer purchase. Please visit our website at donahuetrailers.com or call us toll-free 1-800-457-7406. When there's work to do, Donahue.
Welcome to Lumberyard in Hillsborough, Kansas, in Marion County. My name is John Heffley, I'm president and owner, and I'd like to welcome you and show you some of the services we have to offer here. We are a full-service lumberyard. We do paint, lumber, hardware. We have free delivery in Marion County. We have a lot of options to show people. We have a showroom for kitchen and bath. We are just a full service, and we'd love to have you come take a look at us and shop Marion County.
We're back, ready for the second half. Gene has a shot of the sky, which is quite pretty right now, but as it to our north, it sure looks like there's some weather, but I'm not sure it's going to get here. We've still got a second half of football to play as we're ready for the kickoff.
You know, we need a good return right here. Set us up for the whole second half.
Warriors will be receiving and heading into the wind in this third quarter, which Darren had talked about a little bit earlier.
Yeah. I'll bet they're going to have to pull a holder in to hold this ball eventually, because Austin was even warming up there at halftime, and he couldn't get the ball to stay on the tee much either.
I think it's ramped up to 31 miles an hour.
All right, here's the opening kick of the second half. Warriors will get first possession, end over end kick. It'll take us back to about the 5-yard line. Wheeler cuts around this side and puts on a couple of moves. Going to be forced out of bounds as he gets to the 35. Take it away, Casey.
Nice run back by Corbin. Read his blockers, look for the same, cut it outside, and looks like we'll start off at about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, it's much better field position than we had on over half of our starts in the first half. At least twice we started out inside our own 10.
See what kind of adjustments we've made at halftime.
All right, the Warriors from the 35. Stringer's going to pitch. That's to Snyder going around the right side. Nice tackle is going to stop Snyder for very little, if any, gain, maybe a short loss.
That's what we wanted to see, a little quicker pitch, but in that particular play, it did not work. Celtics were right out on it. Maybe they made some adjustments too.
That's what I was going to say. I wonder if they made some adjustments during
About
their
the only
halftime
success
also.
we had running the ball was outside, and I'm sure they looked at that and said we need to stop the outside run. So,
2nd and 10. Dalrymple splits out to this side. Handoff inside that time over the right side of the line. Going to be a gain of about 3. Wheeler with the carry.
that whole pile just got driven backwards.
Third down and a long 7.
Yeah, 3rd and a long 7. Neufeld brings in the play from the sideline. I think it's important that we get at least a couple of first downs here so that if we have to punt, that they don't have great field position.
I was going to say, this is a big play early in the third quarter.
We're back to 2 wideouts with a slot to the left.
Handoff again and again, very little there. Maybe a couple of yards. Bring up 4th and 5. Jack Snyder gets a couple.
Along with Aaron Guerrero. Short gain on the plane. 4th and 5 for Marion.
Once again, without a replay, you can't tell for sure, but this sure looked like we had the wide side of the field real open.
All right, let's see what Hoffner can do. He's had a great career as a punter here at Marion.
These are certainly adverse conditions. That's a good punt. Line drive punt, fair caught. 35-yard line.
Yeah, that was a very good punt in the conditions.
Unfortunately, we're giving them the field position right where we started with it ourselves, so we didn't really, if we're going to get the ball to start the second half, we either need to drive down and score points or pin them deep, and we really didn't do either.
I come back to this. This is about the 3rd time I've come to it, but that goal line stand, this game may end 8-6, guys. If it does, will still be a victory.
It's going to be 14-6, Casey.
I hope so. I hope it's 42-6.
Yeah, that'd be better, wouldn't it? All right, first down for the Celtics. Quick pass over to the left side. A nice little play, good gain.
Yeah, we're going to have to do better than that. We gave him way too much room out there.
I like those quick pass plays like that. You just turn and pop it out there, and unless they're playing right on the receiver, there's really no reason you shouldn't get 7 yards every time.
The other thing that you see that happen a lot at the college level and even some in the pros, but with that play right there, you can actually, that other wideout that's out there can actually block because the throw's being thrown behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 4. Handoff comes right up the middle of the field, and he's going to get the first down.
Sort of I don't know what you call that. We used to call it a cross buck back in the day. One back goes one way, gets faked, the other back goes the other. Trap, cross buck, whatever you want to call it. It's been pretty effective for him.
Antone Vendeska a little slow in getting up after that play, number 67 out there. All right, so Trinity has the first down of the second half. Warriors need to stop them now so they don't get good field position and pin us deep. Hand off to the back coming across. And that's going to be Snyder who makes the tackle along with some assistance from who was out there.
Boys, 3 is Riley Haig.
Yeah, Riley Haig.
Sure looked to me like we had him stopped in the backfield, and he must have had some good blocking because he just cut it up and hit a seam and was off to the races.
You know, so far what we've seen from them here in this second half is running stuff right between guard tackle. And that's where they're having the success right now.
Another first down now on the Warrior 42. Hand
21.
A
little better that time.
Yeah, only got a couple on that carry.
Gain of 2.
Brought down by Tyler Palak.
So Palak's tackle bring up 2nd and 8 for the Celtics.
Boy, the clouds are starting to fill in here to the west. It was just to the north, and now we're starting to see the front fill into the west here. So hopefully we'll get this game in.
All right, see what they elect to do here on second down. Another handoff. And again, the Warriors play it very well. Very little gain on that play.
Wheeler came up to make the final hit there.
Corbin Wheeler came up to make a great play. I'm trying to think. I think Hoffner might have been in there first. Maybe Evan Heidebrecht.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it was. I don't know if it was Palak or Hoffner. One of the two middles was there, and then followed up by Corbin finishing it off. Picked up about 1.
Yeah, give him 1 on that. It's a short one. 3rd and 7.
Either a pass or Heineke's going to keep it.
Yeah.
I think it's an option. He's gonna look to pass, and if nobody's open, he's gonna run it.
Oh, high snap, and he does run it. Miss it. He breaks a couple of tackles. He's still on the loose. Warriors force him out of bounds. He only ended up getting about a yard, guys.
Yeah, he did. He only got a yard out of that.
He could have lost about 5.
We should have had him back. Yeah, we should have had him sacked for about a 5-yard loss.
Good job for Riley Haig by keeping the contain out there and getting him out of bounds.
Too bad we didn't have somebody following up right away because he was carrying that ball out there like we mentioned earlier with Stringer. He had that ball way away from his body.
He was watching Lamar last night, too.
4th and a long 5. Murmas came off the field limping, and the trainer's talking to him right now. All right. Big 4th down. Warriors held on the goal line earlier. Quarterback keeps. Oh, the ball's in the air. It doesn't matter. It's going to be shovel ball.
Shovel pass.
They tried to shovel pass.
Shovel pass.
Still turnover on downs. We got it the same spot either way.
So incomplete pass brings up first down for the Warriors now as they'll take over on their own 37.
Here again, our defense bent, but it didn't break. It bent over quite a bit.
You know, I wish we'd have been keeping track. I know that's at least the 3rd, 4th down that we've held them on. But I don't know.
Somebody's keeping track, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, somebody is. If you're not at home, start keeping track. Hand off.
Wheeler up the middle.
Oh, Wheeler, boy, running hard.
That one.
That's what happens when you can power clean 325 pounds. You don't go down with arm tackles.
2nd and 1 on after the 9-yard gain by Wheeler on first down.
Maybe they're keying on our outside guys. Maybe the middle will start to open up.
Wind continuing to howl here. Swinger wants the pass, gets it away. That's caught out there by Stuklik.
Nice move. Picks up an extra couple. First down,
Stuklik's going to get 8 yards.
Hang on to that ball, Stu. Good job.
You know, I was going to say, that might be his first catch of the night. We don't get to throw it a lot, so I'm glad he was able to catch that Holiday and get this first down.
I'm almost certain it was his first catch of the night.
I'm trying to remember if we even throw in his direction.
No, I know Hoffner's got a catch or 2.
Oh, we did have that one long one we threw in that one series. Tried to get to him over in the corner.
From the 45 of the Celtics, the Warriors drive continues. Handoff again, middle of the formation. Again, running hard. Is going to get over 5 yards.
Snyder.
Oh, Snyder that time.
Kept those legs a moving.
It's about a 7, maybe 8-yard, 7-yard gain. So the Warriors just getting some ground on the inside runs as opposed to the outside that seemed to be so profitable in the first half.
Just need to keep pounding the ball.
Pound the rock.
Again, oh, there's a pitch at the Wheeler around this side. Oh, again,
He did get the
Wheeler's
first down. He did get the.
Well, I don't know. That was a great shoestring tackle out there.
He's going to have a first down by the length of a football.
Number 7, on my personal inside scouting report I got today from a fan and grandfather who I will not name, said number 7 will come at you, and he made a great play that time.
It is a first down, and I don't know how many shoestring tackles we've seen tonight, but we've seen a lot on both sides. Another inside handoff gets 3.
About 2 yards on the pickup this time.
Going to move the ball down to about the 31-yard line of the Celtics, maybe 32.
Tell you guys, normally the third quarter seems like it goes on forever and 3 days, and today we're halfway through it right now.
Well, and this is only our second possession, and Trinity's only had it once in this quarter.
Not a lot of passing. The clock keeps going. Stringer keeps. Now he. Oh, boy, there was an opportunity there. Snyder was there.
That was a misread right there. 2 guys came down on Stringer. Jack was wide open out there. He should have got rid of that ball.
Marion fans upset that there was no flag thrown, since in a somewhat similar situation they threw a flag on Marion in the first half.
Wasn't just the Marion fans there, I'm sorry to say.
Well, it was also you.
Yeah.
Well, you're a fan. You can be a commentator and a fan. You're a parent, so you're in a tough spot.
Before I did it.
3rd and 7. Pitches to Wheeler coming around this side. Wheeler cuts back to the inside. He's going to have a first down.
Great second effort. Neufeld came back to try to pick up a block. Don't know that it really helped a ton, but he was at least there to try to give a shot.
Corbin Wheeler's got his motor revved up in this third quarter, guys. That's the way we all need to play.
Yeah,
when I say we all, I'm talking about them, not us.
We do need to start playing that way.
One thing that you'll notice with Corbin is when he decides to cut upfield, he makes a right angle and he cuts upfield, and he usually picks a pretty good hole to do it.
A handoff inside to Wheeler.
Boy, number 7 again. We were just talking about him. He came up and put a hit on Corbin.
Got a flag down. Looking to see here, number 7, Casey, is Aaron Guerrero. That's the also the running back. That's kind of.
I think it's on them.
They're going to march that off on them.
Sorry, Mike. What's his name again?
Aaron Guerrero. He's their the big inside running back.
I think, and I just based on where that flag was thrown in by whom, I'm guessing they had 12 men on the field, and, and the last one didn't get off before the snap.
Yeah, they announced illegal substitution, so you are right.
Makes it 1st and 5 for the Warriors now. The ball spotted on the 19-yard line. Stuklik and Dalrymple lined up on the wrong side. Now they switch over. Wants to pass. He's looking out there for Stuklik. He's got him.
Catch, touchdown.
He's in the zone. That's the case of touchdown.
Hey, from up here, that looked like a much better job of Stringer getting his feet set and planning a little bit. Made a nice throw across the middle.
It was on the numbers. It wasn't high. Yep. Which is, when he wasn't getting his feet set, it was over the receivers' heads.
Guys, as I look above us here, we'll get a shot of this in a minute. We've got the eye of the hurricane right up here. All right, Warriors going for 2 now, leading 14-6. Hand off.
The middle.
Line surge is.
They're going to have to
it's got to be close because they're not signaling.
Yeah, they're not signaling either way.
I think he's in. Nope.
Nope, not in. All right, Gene, get us a shot of the eye of the hurricane up there.
Two-point conversion.
Can you get that? See if it comes. No, that's not it. There it is. Widen out. There you go. You can see right there, there's a calm area in the midst of the storm that is Casey Case.
You know, I looked at the radar there right at the end of halftime, and the bad stuff does not get here until just after 9 o'clock. So by the game start time moving up to 6, we should be able to finish up without getting wet or lightning delays.
Hey, our third quarter sponsors are Marion Boosters, Marion County Ace Hardware, Carlson's Grocery, and Hannaford Abstract.
All right, that was a great drive by the Marion Warriors against the wind. Go up 14-6. Even if the Celtics do score and get a 2-point conversion, the best they could do is tie us at this point. Mike, I think that was your prediction, wasn't it, Mike? 14-6.
Yeah, but there's a whole quarter and a little more to be played yet. Yeah, I was rooting for us not to get the 2-point conversion.
I'm still liking my 42-6. That could still happen.
Who do we have down on the sideline cramping up over here?
That is Jarrett McClendon.
McClendon, okay.
Big country.
Yeah, Casey made a reference earlier to Big Country, and I thought I ought to tell people if they didn't know that's Jarrett McClendon.
This might be an interesting kick. Austin's been trying to keep it high lately, and if you put this one high, it might come back right in our face.
Look at that dead zone over there by where that referee is. I'd kick it right there. Run under it. It's a live ball.
If you can kick it and then run under it, if the kicker can run under it, you've done a heck of a job. Oh, good kick. Stay in bounds. Oh. Now, that was a good kick against that wind, but it did go out of bounds, so they'll get good field position to start this drive.
Boy, it sure looks dark over there, but maybe that's because it's getting dark.
You know, they very rarely do you see this because when a kick goes out of bounds like that, the receiving team has some options. Usually they just take it on the 35,
right.
But they're going to make us kick it again.
They're going to make him kick it again, and if Austin's smart, I like Casey's option. If he drill it a little bit to his right and get it to run on the ground, he could actually get it to run way past the 35 down there and give them a hard time to try to even make another return on it.
And I'd almost think about doing a squib kick.
All right, Austin's going to have another shot at it here. I would guess he's kind of glad they took the penalty. Gives him another shot at him. Oh, ball just fell over. All right, Warriors will have to. Hunter Helmer, I think, is going to hold the ball here. Two minutes, 53 seconds to go in the third quarter. They do have the music turned up loud enough, I think. There we go. End over end kick. Good kick. Taken on the 20. And he does a nice job right up the middle of the field. He gets the ball out to the 44.
That was the kicker Neufeld making the tackle as well.
Yeah, that's the unfortunately that's happening more times than I'd like to see this year. You know, last year we hardly ever got back to the kicker level, and it just seems like this year our coverage hasn't quite been to that same.
Well, last year he had strict instructions not to tackle, correct? He was supposed to get off the field.
That was during those broken collarbone games.
Right.
Gene says he ought to make all the tackles because he's already running. He's got a head start.
Yeah, but he's also told to be the safety.
Exactly. All right, first down from the 43. Handoff going across that left side. Warriors pursue. Good gain. It's going to be a little short, I think, of the first
1 yard
down.
short of the first down.
Somebody is supposed to keep that guy from getting outside. He's supposed to turn that play in, and it did not happen that time.
Looks like I think Colton Brewer is on that far side. At least now he's lined up there.
Oh, even their announcer is surprised they called that a first down. But they did. So 1st and 10 now from the 47. A lot of pressure in the backfield, but he eludes it. Runs through a tackle. Great run. Going to get the ball down to the 31.
And he got outside again. We're missing some assignments with our contain man out here.
Murmas with the tackle, but two nice plays by the Celtics.
Big gain on the play for Clark. Celtics, first down.
McClendon comes back in the ball game. Second down. Well, no, wait a minute. It's first down. The scoreboard says 2nd and 10. It's first and 10.
They have not changed the scoreboard down marker in the last 4 plays.
Yeah,
so.
I noticed that it said the same thing last play. Hand off going again around the left side. Be a shorter game this time, maybe 2.
Yeah, they're getting down here to the part of the field where they don't make any yards. They seem to make a ton of yards between the 30s, and then they get down inside the 30, and our defense stiffens up.
Well, it seems like they kind of have done the same thing we did a little bit. They changed their play calling once they get down inside the 30. Instead of keep going with what got you there, they're changing it up. Because what got them here, those 2 long plays were both those misdirection sweeps from the slot man.
Minute 12 to go in the third quarter. 2nd down and 9. Ball spotted just outside the 30-yard line. There's a pass play, cutting across the middle, and completed pass and a first down. They'll take the ball inside the 20.
Like Mike said, that will be another first down, and here they are knocking at the door again.
Well, we've only had 1 turnover in the game. This would be a nice time to get our second one.
That last pass, the old quarterback telegraphed it all the way. It would have been nice to jump that route.
He really did, Casey. You're absolutely right. Now we're under a minute to go. Handoff coming this way. Quarterback with a nice fake, and we just can't tie him up. We got a flag.
There we go. Finally, I think we're going to get a hold or a block in the back. Speaking of routes, Mike, I hope you don't think it's funny to hear me talk about routes.
That's funny.
I was hoping you'd get that.
Yeah. It's kind of funny to hear a Case talk about routes. I really can't call you a girl.
Female. I can call her a female.
He did call her a female. Yeah, he's getting beat up for that, baby.
It's a sensitive world we live in, isn't it?
Well, that's a topic you just ought to be smart enough not to get into. All right, 1st and 21 now. Ball pushed out to the 29-yard line.
Direction again up the middle. Nice tackle by Palick.
Going to get a gain of about 3.
Palick came up and made that play.
Good job by Tyler Palick reading that thing, and that will be the last play of the third quarter unless somebody calls a timeout.
There's not going to be any timeouts called. I want to give a little credit again to our third quarter sponsors. If I can find them on here. Marion Boosters, Marion County Ace Hardware, Carlson's Grocery, and Hannaford Abstract. And it's now time from high above the Lanning Pharmacy broadcast area. Now is time for the St. Luke Hospital Quarterly Report. Take it away, boys.
It was, I believe, the quickest third quarter in the history of high school football. It flew by. Marion was fortunate enough to get a score on the board, and I like our offensive scheme this half. We seem to have a little more success with our inside game. Of course, our runners seem to be running harder. They seem to be running like men possessed out there, which is what they should be doing. Defense is still holding strong. We're bending, but so far we haven't broken since that first drive, Darren.
You know, we're going to start this quarter. They're going to have a 2nd and 19. We just need to find a way to make sure they turn the ball over again. We got to get the ball back right here. Or maybe not a turnover, but at least a turnover on downs. Nothing into the end zone. We're going to have the win this quarter, which isn't a big, huge deal with running the ball, but at the same time, it's just kind of one of those things. Would you rather have the wind in your face or at your back?
Even when you're running the ball, somehow having the wind behind you. By the way, it's a lot of critics in the crowd. They pointed out it's not Hannaford Abstract. It's First Security Title. Our fourth
security first, I believe.
Whatever. Our fourth quarter sponsors are Marion Dye and Fixture, Ever Jones Investments, and Ludwig Truck Line. All right, second down.
Sure would be nice while Mr. Henke is over talking to the sideline if the center accidentally snapped that ball.
Handoff right up the middle. He had a good burst, but boy, he met a stone wall.
Picked up, what,
I think
4,
he was
5?
tackled by a tribe of warriors there.
Say, looks like McClendon, Palak, Murmas, Hoffner just called the whole middle of the Warrior defense.
If it had been polar bears, it would have been an Aurora.
I'll take your word for it. If they'd have been quail, it'd have been a covey.
There you go. All right,
Big
third down.
Yeah,
3rd and 15 from the 24-yard line. Wants to pass. Boy, he got some pressure, got the ball away, and that pressure made the difference.
Good job back there, Vonenkamp and Brewer.
That, I think, was the first time that we made him rush a pass tonight. Now, there's a couple times we got back there and he did his little juke and jive and made some yardage out of it, but that's the first time that we made him make a bad pass.
Brings up an even bigger play here.
Yeah, 4th and 15. Not easy by any stretch of the imagination. The Warriors, though, don't want to do what they've done before tonight, which is let them convert those big, long 4th downs.
This is one where you give them the 5 yards, don't give them the 20.
Keep them in front of you, absolutely. All right, rolls this direction, wants to pass. It's complete. Stop him right there. Oh, that's going to be close.
Yeah, no, that's not even close.
It's going to be about 4 yards short.
Yeah, it's way short.
That's too close.
Maybe not even that.
So, yeah, ball comes over to the Warriors, so another good defensive stand deep in their own territory.
Now we just have to make sure we don't put the ball on the ground.
Exactly. Control this. Run 4, 5, 6, 8 minutes off the clock.
Let's run 11 off.
11 minutes.
An 11-minute drive would be quite something to see. All right, from the 12-yard line. Handoff, it's in the middle of
Chase keeps it.
Oh, he did
Quarterback
keep it.
Stringer kept
He
the
did
ball.
keep it. Who's down out there? We got an injured Warrior.
That is Snyder, I believe.
Yeah, we've got the trainer on the way out. Yeah, Jack Snyder down.
Injured player on the field.
As they
Looks like he's grabbing his left knee.
We haven't mentioned our Warrior sponsors tonight: Marion Auto Supply, Gambino's Pizza, and Katie Insurance. Thank them for their support. Jack is up, but he definitely appears to be hurting.
Yeah, definitely the left knee.
Yeah,
very tender.
Just got knocked on it and got a bruise or maybe a slight hyperextension.
If it's true to form of what's happened the last couple of weeks or so far this season, you'll probably see Heidelberg come in here as the other running back.
Yeah. And frankly, when you've got Snyder and Wheeler out there, you've got two super weapons. But Heidelberg, although he may be a step down, it's not a very big step.
Well, you're only stepping down in the speed category. You're not stepping down in the below them over
well,
category.
that is true. He may be stepping up in the let me find them to run into them category. There's a 5-yard gain by Snyder on that play. It'll make it 2nd and 5.
I think he's going to be okay once he walks it off.
There we go. Left side. That's Wheeler. Wheeler's got one man to get by. Oh, they caught him from behind. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
Okay.
That was a great explosive run right there by Corbin Wheeler.
I think he had so much speed, his momentum carried him out of bounds when he tried to turn the corner.
I saw a block out there that scared me to death. I thought they might get us for a block in the back.
The nice thing is, that was Neufeld. He didn't lay into him. He kind of laid off and was going to let the defensive guy run into him when he started to backpedal.
All right, 1st and 10 now out to the 39. Stringer keeps. He had the pitch, decided to turn it back up. Not much there.
Well, guys, that play just develops way too slow. We got to figure out a way to make it quicker.
Actually, you got to credit number 6 from Trinity on that play. He played the in-between. He stepped halfway in that gap between the quarterback and the pitch man and just dared chase to try to pitch it around him.
1 yard gain on that play, so 2nd and 9 now, ball on the 40. Oh, ball's on the ground. I think Stringer fell on it.
It's going to be a loss.
Yeah, Snyder's going to be all right. He's already walking a lot better.
It'll make it 3rd and pretty much 10.
Best thing you can do on those injuries like that is to get back in there before it stiffens up on you.
All right.
Which, if the Warriors don't do something here on this down, might be the next defensive stand here in another play.
3rd, 9.5 for the Warriors. Stringer pitches. That's Wheeler. Wheeler gets by 1 tackler. He's going to be short of the first.
No, he's going to be close.
Well, it depends on where. They're going to mark him about a yard short.
Yep.
The far line judge marking the out of bounds. It's going to be 4th and 1.
Not even close, Casey. No, it is close. It's 4th and 1.
You know, when the initial side and middle judge marked it, they marked where he actually went down. But the line judge over there on the far side must have seen him step out early.
Yeah, all the crowd over here is yelling for us to go, and it looks like we're going to, but I'm not sure. Sort of a dangerous situation here.
Yeah, if you did punt, you got the wind at your back. You could you'd think you could pin him deep.
Now we're going to punt. I say it's a good decision.
Yeah, I think it's the smart decision, but
unless he hikes it over his head.
We don't have everybody on the field right now, boy. We may end up taking a 5-yard penalty. May not matter if we did.
The judge is not counting the 5 down yet, or the back judge has not started to count.
Great
down.
snap.
Yeah, it was a good snap. Good punch. Get him right there. No, he got by that initial pursuit, and now he's trying to make something happen, and he
Block
may
in the
do
back
it.
right there. Another one. They're missing them all up and down the field.
Gets the ball out to the 30. There are no flags down.
God, there were 2 blocks in the back. That's the only way they could make that block at that angle, was to block him in the back.
That takes us to 8:13 to go. Warriors up 14-6. Trinity will have the ball on their own 30 going against the wind. What's the wind velocity now, Casey?
That's starting to die down. We're down to about 18 miles an hour.
I think it's been howling through Casey's ears so much he's gone crazy. All right, 1st down. No pass.
Coming.
They're going long out here. Stuklick's here. Oh, it was underthrown.
Boy, Stuk gets turned around a little faster. He's there to make a play on that ball.
I was going to say, I had my shotgun up. I could have had 3 shots off on that wounded duck. But, yeah, if Stu would have been turned around, that would have been an easy pick, possibly a pick 6.
Snyder continues to walk the sidelines.
Yeah. You know, when we take a look at our corners, and we've said this all year long, our corners are playing off. And tonight it's been very evident a couple times when if they had been a little tighter, maybe you make some of those plays.
All right, rolling, wanting to get the ball away again. And the protection collapses.
Hey, great job right there by Jacob Bonenkamp. He got held going across the line, came back on the backside and make the tackle.
Looks like we got a Warrior down, cramping. I think that's Anton Van Duska.
Okay.
67, isn't it?
Yeah, 67. Jarrett McClendon in on that tackle as well. I'm watching out here as Snyder walks around. That Austin Ababin has his helmet. Snyder keeps wanting it back. The trainer won't let Ababin give it to him. He wants.
I think Hutch Trinity thought there was going to be a longer time in here because they actually all went around their coach and huddled up, and the coach was on the field.
He's still on the field. All right, he's off now. Now we're going to have officials timeout.
Who called timeout?
Yeah, the official did. He pointed himself.
I think we got an equipment issue. We got a guy, a shoe. Number 10's got to put his shoe on.
Okay.
Well,
I
Oh,
could
by the
take
way,
my shoe off and make an official timeout also. I
they
guess.
just announced a special on Sloppy Joe's, Casey.
I just had one last week.
You had Kiwanis Mystery Meat at Old Settlers Day. All right, 3rd and 8 from their own 32.
Pass
Trinity
coming.
again, stand to the air. Incomplete. Okay, guys, explain this. They were having great success running the ball. All of a sudden, with the wind in their face, they decide to pass 3 times in a row.
It's no different than we got down there in the first, in the first half. We were down on the 20-yard line, and all of a sudden we did 3 pass plays out of 4 downs.
Well, the difference is they're running out of time, but they're really not. There's still 7.5 minutes left in the game.
Here's a quick kick.
That
play.
is about as good as you can hope for right there.
Gonna get the ball.
About the 27.
Yeah, about the 27. Hey, one more time, our 4th quarter sponsors are Marion Dye and Fixture, Edward Jones Investments, and Ludwig Truck Line. And our Warrior sponsors are Marion Auto Supply, Gambino's Pizza, Katie Insurance.
Neufeld and Stringer re-enter for the offensive side of the game.
Guys, I feel like we ought to be ahead by about 2 more scores. Just, I don't know. I'll have to see the stats on the time of possession, yards, and so on. From the 27. All right, Stringer to pass. He's going long and overthrows Neufeld.
I'm really sort of interested to know why we're not putting Snyder back in the game. He came off limping, but he's been walking better and better and seems to be walking normal now.
Well,
but apparently Jason Bina sees something that we don't.
I think it's interesting that we threw the ball on 1st down. We needed to do running plays to keep the clock moving.
2nd down now. That's Stringer keeps. Stringer breaks a couple of tackles. And he's going to get a short gain on the play.
By the time you get into a position where he could pitch, they've got that gap covered.
Right to the left of Jason Beanie, you will see Jack Snyder's helmet. Babin just came over and hid it from him because Snyder was pestering him so much that to get back in the game. All right, I didn't see the flag. There was a face mask penalty against the Warriors. That penalty is declined, so it'll be 3rd and 10.
I didn't even see there was a flag on the field. It must have been in the middle of the pile, middle of the field. Neither of the outside guys who usually make those calls went to pick up a flag.
Well, the Landing Pharmacy broadcast area is not as high in the air as it usually is. We would have seen that flag. All right, 3rd and 9. Stringer keeps, runs right up the middle of the field, and they shut that down. It's a good game.
It's going to be close.
It is going to be close. Have to see the spot here. We've not had any measurements.
It's going to be short.
I agree with the raucous crowd over here. The whistle wasn't blowing, but yet they did not give him the forward progress.
Well, they're going to do a measurement.
They are going to measure. Casey Case pulling raucous crowd out of his pocket.
Still, though, when they finally blew the whistle, he was across the 40.
He was almost at the 41.
Oh, he's got this.
Yeah, it does look like a 1st down.
Yes.
Yeah. 1st down, Warriors.
Good effort by Stringer.
Yeah, that looked like it was dead in the water there, but he fought hard to pick up that extra couple of yards.
I think at the end of the play, which is what pushed him over the 40, you saw several of the Warriors come in from the backside, including Hoffner. There was some linemen in there, too, that I couldn't get the numbers on.
All right, ball now spotted on the Warrior 37. I got 6:20 to go. Warriors lead 14-6. A score on this drive might seal the deal. That's a handoff to Heidebrecht. No, that's not. That was Wheeler.
It's the same play that we did in the 1st quarter that had the same result.
Yeah, bunch set and a crossbuck back to the strong side of the field, right into the teeth of their defense.
2nd and 10. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Well, we've got the other back doing this little fake like he's getting a pass thrown to him, and they haven't bought it either time.
Hoffner and Stuklik on this side. Dalrymple on the far side. Heidebrick and Wheeler are your running backs.
Hand off to Wheeler.
Wheeler right up the middle, fighting hard. On the second down, he's going to pick up about 5.
Corbin Wheeler, the ball carrier.
We still have not had any moisture here tonight, and we're late in the
Could you please not have said that for another 5 minutes?
well, my gosh, Winkler just wheeled and started screaming, "Shut up, shut up, shut up," to me. I mean, I'm used to him saying that, but not with such hatred in his eyes. 3rd and 5.
Stuklik split left, Neufeld split right.
Stringer keeps, pitches. That's Heidebrick. Oh, boy. It's going to be, well, I don't know.
He's going to be about a
6 inches short.
Yeah.
Okay. I think you can call that close.
I might go for this. I'd sneak it. Yeah, I think we're going to go.
If you hold, 2 things will win this
no,
ball
we're
game
actually
for
sending
you.
the punt team back on the field.
The raucous crowd continues to be raucous.
You know, the worst part about this punting in this situation is that number 10 is back, and he is one of the most dangerous men on the field.
Hoffner.
Run it.
Yep. Kicks high kick, pins him over on that sideline. Oh, I think that's going to be called catch interference.
I'm not sure how can be interference when it hit our helmet, but not their player didn't.
There's
we didn't hit the player.
It hit us.
No, it hit our helmet.
Yeah, it hit us.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he called the fair catch.
Yeah, fair catch was called, and we weren't too close to him, but we were too close to the ball.
And to get the call here from the official, the ball right now is on the 14-yard line.
But it was just a 5-yard infraction.
Yeah, we didn't make any contact.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have an option in high school
I
football.
don't think they do. In high school football, I think you're right, Casey. I think it's just
So
still good
15-yard
field
running.
position.
They did call catch interference, and that's right. He didn't get a big run back off of it. They'll have 4 minutes and 4 seconds to go. Ball's going to be spotted as they march it off here, 15 yards from the infraction. Put it right at the 30-yard line.
Following the penalty for fair catch interference.
Keep in mind, the clock is our friend.
From their own 30.
Warriors leading 14-6 here late in the 4th quarter.
Trinity splits 4 wide to the right and 1 wide to the left. Empty backfield.
That is a spread offense. Quarterback keeps it. He gets some running room on the outside. He's got speed. They run him out of bounds, but he's over to the 45-yard line of the Warriors.
Yeah, we can't let that happen. That was way too easy.
Hake forced him out. They do go out of bounds pretty easy, don't they, Casey?
They do. They seem to. I mean, it's a guy just picked up 30 yards.
Well, I know, but you're supposed to fight for that extra 2, aren't you?
Not when you're the only offensive
That's a good point.
weapon that's on the field.
All right.
Well, maybe not the only, but the most effective.
Big gain. So from the Warrior 45, play only took 7 seconds. Handoff coming back this direction. Now he bellies outside. And that's Wheeler with the tackle.
Corbin Wheeler with a great play out there.
4-yard loss on that play.
Clock continues to run.
And both teams still have all their timeouts.
You know,
Oh, we got it. Yeah, both of them all have their Tampa State Bank timeouts. 2nd and 14 now. 3:20 to go. Pass out that direction. We've got people on it.
He was down. His knee was down.
They blew the whistle. Yeah,
that was not a backwards pass. It was close, but we could see here it was clearly a forward pass. So even if he had dropped it, it would have been an incomplete.
But keep in mind, in high school, but not you guys, but to our viewers, in high school ball, if your knee goes down, whether you're touched or not, you're down.
Same in college, correct?
Same in college. We've got
third and a long 17. Actually, it's
yeah, that's 20.
Now.
I don't know.
I was gonna
They
say,
haven't changed it.
I was trying to count that real quick.
They must be listening to us. 3rd and 20. 2:38 to go. From the air. Getting pressure. The quarterback breaks free. He goes out of bounds again. He's going to be short. It's going to bring up 4th down.
He's going to have 11 to go, I believe, when they spot this ball.
Good call.
Only an engineer can
yeah.
Be that exact.
Okay, tell us it in meters.
What?
10.1.
Actually, right now it's closer to 10 and a half. But, actually, at this point, this whole drive, the only person on their team that has scared me is the number 10.
Yeah.
If he hands the ball off or if throws one of the other guys,
You feel
they
good.
have not done any damage.
You feel relieved if you see him hand it off.
Exactly, you really do. If you look
Big
at
play.
throw
Big
or
4th
hand
down.
off, you feel relieved.
A lot of
He's gonna
pressure.
scramble. He's looking.
He's getting it away, middle of the field. We're there. Oh, almost intercepted. No flag. No flag.
Actually, that was the best thing Corbin could have done, is knock that ball down and not picked it off, because we would have actually lost almost 20 yards on the interception, since that was 4th down play.
Boy, Mike, you're screaming no flag. I was so afraid they were going to throw the flag because there was contact, but Corbin was going for the ball.
I was going to say, that was the key, is that Corbin actually had more of a play on the ball than the offensive man did.
All right, now 2:20 to go. The Warriors with a 1-touchdown lead, the 6-point lead. You got to figure that the Celtics will start using their timeouts and that the Warriors will keep the ball on the ground.
So that's the worst thing that could happen to us right now, is we just need to not turn the ball over.
Stringer keeps, pitches, Heidebrecht, not much there.
We'll
Nothing
lose a
there.
couple.
They're going to call a timeout. Yeah, we need a first down bad.
I tell you, I love the fact that we've got the wind at our back, though. If this turns out with us having to punt, once again, we're going to pin them back.
The punts have not been favorable for us here in the 4th quarter, but at least we've been punting with the wind.
Well, that punt early in the game where we were deep in our own territory and punting against it, it kind of felt like an impossible situation.
Well, and I think wasn't that the same series then that we held them on 4th down inside the 5?
Yeah, because they got
started on like the 30 or
Right.
something like that, 35, and then we held them, as Casey has said several times. At this point in the game, that is the biggest defensive stand of the game, was that 4th inside the 5.
I think
Did I say that?
Well, I think we said
once
it
or
and
twice.
you picked up on it.
Finally.
All right.
Yeah, finally.
That's how you want to be. I like it better down on the sidelines. I don't have to talk near as much. Mike gave me the stinky eye a couple times because I wasn't coming in for color. Hell, I'm not used to that.
That wasn't the stinky eye. That was, are you going to say something? All right, 2nd and 12 for the Warriors. Handoff.
Heidebrecht.
He's going to get back about to the original line of scrimmage.
They did not remove one of Trinity's timeouts from the scoreboard. Oh, there they did. They just dropped them to 1. So, yes, they do have 1 timeout left.
Wow.
It's 3rd and 11. I say pass the ball. If you run it, they're going to call a timeout anyway. So why not try to fool them and throw a nice pass over the middle? It might be a touchdown.
Well, Casey, one of the things you hear all the time on the pro broadcast is, run the ball, use up the clock. And I've always thought if they know you're going to run the ball, it's easy to stack the line. First downs use up the clock too. So if you pass it and get a first down, you're running out the clock. So I agree with you.
Thank you.
But I had to explain it. I couldn't just say it.
Something we haven't done in this last couple of series, once again, we haven't gotten to that outside. We've run up the middle, or when we have tried to do the option to the outside, we've had to keep because they've been jumping that route.
I'm looking for Stuklik right here on a little slant across the middle.
3rd and 11. Oh, handoff right up the gut.
Wheeler is
Oh,
going to be short by half a yard.
Yeah, Wheeler's going to be just short. Okay, guys, he is going to be a half yard short. You kicking this? I think I am.
I don't know. They're going to be coming with everybody.
We're on our half of the field.
You got a chance for a bad snap. You got a chance for a block. I go for it. But I'll bet we don't.
Trinity just called their final timeout.
So if you go for it and you make it, game over.
2 minutes to go. Trinity just called their final timeout.
Yep.
If we get this first down, game is over.
Absolutely. It'll be the old victory formation. Oh, Gene's upset because it's exactly 2 minutes to go and they stopped the clock and he thinks there is a 2-minute warning now.
You know, if we can hold on and this is the final score, the ironic thing for Hutch Trinity is the fact that 2 weeks in a row they will have lost games 14-6. For us, 14-6 loss and a 14-6 win still keeps us in the hunt.
Right.
For
all right, what we need here, we need our big boy. Oh, surely we're not going to punt. No, we are going to punt. All right, boy, guys, I'm not sure I agree with this.
You know, last time they backed off so much, and they're not putting the guy back this time. They're expecting us to go for it. And that should be a flag, which should get us a first down.
I wasn't watching. Did he run into him?
Yeah, they run into him while he was in the air.
Hoffner's pleading his case out there.
Here again, if Grant Tiroff were on the field, things would be going nuts right now.
You know, actually, I hate to say this, but Hoffner should have pulled an acting job there.
Absolutely.
He got ran into, but he stayed standing up. If he would have gone down, I think he would have drawn the flag, which would have been the first down, game over.
Absolutely. Even if you don't get hit, you should still fall down.
All right, here we go.
Like I said last time,
10.
hopefully that 10 gets rid of the ball.
1st and 10 from their own 20. Gets the ball out quick and to go out of bounds. That'll be a gain of about 10. Oh, they put him out of bounds a lot short. Gain of 8.
We got lightning all around us. I'd hate to come back and play the last minute and 40 seconds.
Winkler points out that I keep getting closer and closer to him as Casey wants to cuddle.
It's because I keep putting my arm around you.
2nd and 3. Right over the middle of the field. Oh, that was a nice pass. Maybe just a little behind the receiver.
Just a little bit behind the receiver. I think the receiver actually had moved his eyes, too, because he saw Stringer coming across the middle to make a play on him.
3rd and 3. Pass out in the flat.
Corbin Wheeler's out there.
I don't think they did not get the first down. He might have gone out of bounds, but he did not get the first down. He's going to be 4 yards short, 3 yards short. It's going to be 4th. I guess in 2?
Yep, 2 yards short. 4th and 2.
I think the Trinity player was so intent on getting out of bounds that he did not push up the field.
Minute 39 to go. Warriors again leading 14-6. This could be the ball game right here. They've got to get across the 30. And they do.
Good tackle again by Wheeler, but they will have a first down with a minute and 34 seconds.
Clock stops while they're moving the chains.
Yep. I'm not sure the clock ever started. I seem to think it was a minute 34 before the. No, here it goes. Clock's going.
All right, from the 37-yard line. Quick pitch or quick pass this direction. Keep him in bounds. Keep him in bounds.
Yeah, he's
and
in
they
bounds.
There's a flag on the play, I believe. Yeah, right out here there's a flag.
There's a hold.
Holding on Trinity. It's going to bring up about first and 21.
Now that holding call, they benefit because the clock stopped, but man, that hurts them big time.
But the clock will start.
But yeah, it'll start again, you
It'll start
betcha.
as soon as they set the ball, so it did stop temporarily, but then they got a lot more field.
Nice play.
Nice play by Wheeler.
Nice play by Corbin Wheeler. Perfect timing. Clock will continue to run. Mike Power swallowed a bug. We apologize for him, but he's
It's going to bring up 2nd and 12 to go.
He's all choked up. 50 seconds left in the game.
Oh,
big rush.
Kyle Horton makes a
get back
play
on
at the
him.
Quarterback. Get it out wide to this side. Going to be stopped short of the first down.
Well short of the first down. So the clock will continue to run. They may not get another playoff.
It is going to be 4th and 2.
Third and 2 because they had the penalty.
Okay, sorry, 3rd and 2 from the 45, their own 45-yard line.
Okay, I'm back. I didn't die.
Oh, there's a flag.
Flags all over the
We
place.
may want to decline it though because they did not make the first down.
15 seconds to go in the game.
I would decline.
Yeah, illegal shift, exactly.
I bet there's some kind of weather delay.
Coach McKee says push them back.
I thought that was Coach Kraft. Maybe they
Yeah,
both
it is Coach
did.
Kraft. Yeah, you're right.
All right, that'll put them back to make it about 3rd and 8, maybe 7.
Is that since that was prior to the snap flag? Does that even one you have a chance to?
I don't.
They didn't blow the whistle.
Okay, that's right. They
I mean,
did,
there was
did
no
they?
whistle,
Okay.
so I think you could have declined it.
Maybe the last play of the game right here.
Under 10.
Pressure. Oh, almost
broken up.
intercepted by Wheeler.
3 seconds to go. It's going to be 4th down. 3.4 seconds.
They better have a trick play with some laterals because there's no Hail Mary from this position.
We better have 4 white jerseys on the other side of the 40-yard line.
Yeah, I would agree. Back them up. They're backing up right now.
Hook and ladder. Look out for the hook and ladder.
Yeah.
Laterals across the field.
Yeah, and look for number 10 coming down the field to get the ball back and then make some nifty moves.
3.4 seconds.
4
Fourth
Warriors,
and
20 yards
forever.
off the ball.
They still looking. He's got a lot of time. Now the time breaks down. Warriors in pursuit. And we're still going here. He's getting a convoy put together. Warriors closing in. He's going to run out of sideline over here. And he pitches the ball. Then that ball's handed off. He pitched it again. And he was down.
He was down.
That was
Game. That's the ball
entertaining,
game.
but that's the ball game.
Wow. Well, let's have our St. Luke Hospital quarterly report, and then we'll go into the Central National Bank postgame show.
Okay, I wish I'd have said this earlier, but I really think that defensive stand down there in the first half might have been the turning point of the ball game. Really, that's all we needed. We did that, tack on another touchdown. Warrior defense played solid tonight. Warrior offense, I think, have a few things to work on. Our backs ran hard, but we just have to work on that read option. We've got to speed that thing up. It is just too slow developing. Passing game wasn't bad. Overall, guys, win's a win, and we got the game in before the storm, and we don't have to tear down any scaffolding.
Okay, let's go now into the Central National Bank postgame show, as that was the St. Luke Hospital quarterly report.
You know, it's a win. That is the biggest part of this. The Warriors moved to 5-1 on the season. We're going to enter district play next week at Southeast. A win just keeps the mental game up. So
I don't have any idea what Southeast of Saline has. Darren, surely you've got a little insight on them, don't you?
well, they're nowhere near what they were last year. Yeah, they've lost a couple early games to some bigger schools in Chapman, and then they lost to Russell. Russell doesn't have that great a record, but, you know, that's kind of where that game ended. You know, it's going to be a tough game, but they do not have those two real blazing speed athletes that we saw last year in the backfield.
hopefully tonight, El Saline beat Sterling, in which case we'd be tied at the top of the league.
And we checked the score just a little bit ago to see, and nobody has reported that score yet. But based on where the weather is, and that game was being played in Sterling, it would not surprise me with the lightning we saw that game is in a weather suspension.
Well, the mother of the El Saline quarterback works for me. I'll text her and see what the scoop is.
That would be great.
All right, with that, for Gene Winkler, Casey Case, Darren Neufeld, and all the MCTV crew, we say good night, Mr. and Mrs. Warrior fan. Good night, Kevin. Good night. And good night, Gabby Gabbard, wherever you are.